All right, let's talk weather. Here's a look at the northern lights from outer space. This video was captured by an astronaut aboard the International Space Station. I'll pause for the oohs and ahs at home. It can be hard to see the lights down here on Earth, but according to astronauts, they see them pretty often, and that is really cool shot there. Bringing in meteorologist Noah Price. How about that? You know, sometimes clouds and pollution get in the way of us seeing cool stuff like that.
Yeah, especially here in Salt Lake, you know, you get quite a bit of pollution. We've been seeing some clouds, especially into southern Utah. As we look at that time lapse from Cedar City this afternoon, we saw some clouds moving in. We have a cutoff low that is diving its way south and moving east, that is bringing some rain showers into parts of south central and southeastern Utah. As we take a look at those current temperatures right now into most of the state, we're sitting into the 30s. Down towards St. George, 54 degrees right now, 47 for Blanding, 37 into Emery, 38 for Provo, 41 into Salt Lake City. Evanston, you're sitting at 26 degrees right now. As we look at those temperatures throughout the Wasatch Front, 38 into Provo and Pleasant Grove, 37 for Sandy, South Jordan, 33 to Morgan, sitting right around freezing into Park City. And looking at ahead for the overnight hours, we're going to see some patchy dense fog developing, especially into northern Utah, into those valley areas throughout the Cache Valley and the Salt Lake Valley as well. Those visibilities, they could be reduced to less than a quarter of a mile. So if you are traveling out there into your morning commute, you could be running into some pretty dense fog into some spots. But looking at your satellite radar right now, again, we see that cloud cover that is moving its way in from the south, bringing clouds throughout St. George, Cedar City into the Salt Lake Valley. We'll see partly cloudy skies for the overnight hours, but as we look ahead at your upper level forecast, again, you can see that cutoff low diving its way south and then moving its way through the Four Corners region. We'll see some rain showers into the overnight hours for the early morning hours into southeastern Utah before it does eventually work its way out, and we'll see gradual clearing. Looking at sunshine and just a few clouds for early Thanksgiving week. Perfect conditions for traveling if you are planning on doing that, heading out to see the family. But we'll see a weak, dry, cold front that'll work its way. It'll cool those temperatures off into the low to mid 40s. But then looking at seasonable conditions heading into Thanksgiving, temperatures warming up back into the 50s, even talking some low 60s for some. And then heading into next weekend, we're going to see a pretty deep upper level trough dive its way south, bringing much colder temperatures, even talking snow into some of those lower elevations. Definitely something to keep an eye on as we look at that future cast again for today into this weekend. Again, seeing rain showers for southeast Utah, and then conditions drying out. That weak cold front moves through, cools temperatures off into Tuesday, but temperatures warm back up into the 50s as we look at those low temperatures for tonight throughout the Wasatch Front. 34 into Farmington and Salt Lake, 26 for Alta, 26 into Huntsville, 26 up towards Preston. And then looking at those conditions for tomorrow, we'll see some rain showers going into parts of the southern Utah, into Lake Powell, Bluff, and for Moab. But otherwise, looking at partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies for the rest of the state, with those temperatures warming into the low to mid 50s, even getting into 60 degrees down towards St. George as we look at your 7-day forecast. Looking ahead for those conditions into St. George, we'll be seeing sunshine into Monday, a few clouds for Tuesday and Wednesday, and then heading into Thanksgiving, perfect conditions with those highs into the low 60s, a high of 62 by Thursday. And then for the Wasatch Front area, again, we'll be seeing those temperatures into the low 50s. That weak cold front moves through on Tuesday, and then into Thanksgiving, looking at dry conditions continuing with highs into the low 50s. Jordan?
All right, Noah, thank you. Wes!
What?
How's it going, man?
Good. Don't you love when things go unscripted?
Exactly as planned.
But nobody at home knows. Nice tap dancing. Hey,
Thanks.
good games today.
Yes,
oh, my
so much
goodness.
Good